Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Hanii Naufala, a student that currently studying at SMA Lab School Jakarta from class 12B absent 13. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like you were doing everything right, working hard, proving yourself over and over again, yet somehow the opportunities just didn't come, like an invisible bear was holding you back? And now imagine experiencing that every single day, not because of your skills, your dedication, or your performance, but simply just because of your gender. This is the reality for a million women in Indonesia's workforce. They're expected to work just as hard, if not harder than their male colleagues, yet they earn less, struggle to climb the career ladder, and face an environment that often fails to protect them from harassment and discrimination. And the most frustrating part, we keep talking about equality, but the real change still feels so far away. We hear companies say, we support gender equality. We see campaigns, slogans, and corporate social responsibility programs, but when we dig deeper, when we listen to the stories of real women in a real workplace, a different picture emerges. One example that exposed this harsh reality is Aice, a brand that we all know. Aice ice cream is everywhere. It's in convenience store, street vendors sell it on hot days, and it's marketed as an affordable treat for everyone. But behind the colorful packaging and refreshing flavors, there's a much darker reality. Report says that female workers in Aice factory suffered miscarriages due to the lack of proper support during menstruations and pregnancy. Imagine this, a woman is pregnant, exhausted, in pain, yet she's forced to keep working long hours, lifting heavy loads because there are no accommodations for her conditions, and some lost their babies, some had no choice but endured in silence, and when it came to sexual harassment, fear kept many women from speaking up, because in their world, staying silent seems safer than the consequences of speaking out. And this isn't just about one company, this is about a much bigger problem. And a research from Universitas Gadjah Mada highlights the systemic gender inequality that exists in Indonesia's workforce. Women earn less than men for the same work. They struggle to break through the so-called glass ceiling, and they're often pushed into lower paying, less secure jobs. Even when women make it into leadership positions, they face constant scrutiny. Their decisions question more than their male counterparts. But let's take back for a moment. Why is this still happening? Part of the problem lies in our deeply rooted cultural beliefs. Many still see men as the natural leaders, the decision makers, the one who belong in positions of power. Women, on the other side, are expected to take on supportive roles, to prioritize family over career, to be grateful for whatever opportunities they get, and when they do speak up, they are labeled as difficult, aggressive, or even ungrateful. So, what do? We stop waiting. We stop waiting for companies to eventually do better. We stop waiting for outdated beliefs to naturally fade away. We stop waiting for a change to happen on its own because it won't, not unless we demand it. Companies must implement equal pay policies, actively promote women into leadership roles, and create a work environment where safety and respect are non-negotiable. The government must enforce stronger labor laws, hold business accountable, and ensure that harassment and discriminations are met with real consequences. And society, we must change the way we think. And we need to stop expecting women to prove themselves twice as hard just to be considered equal. We need to teach young girls that their worth is not limited by their gender. And we need to challenge the biases that hold women back, whether in boardrooms, factories, or everyday workplaces. And if you're wondering, but what can I do? The answer is simple: speak up. Challenge unfair treatment, and when you see it, if you're in a position of power, mentor, and support women in their workplace. If you're hiring, look beyond gender stereotypes and hire based on merit. If you're in a company, push for a real policies that protect women, not just empty statements. And this isn't just fight for a woman, it's a fight for everyone. When workplaces are equal, businesses thrive, families thrive, society thrives, and we all win. So here's my question to you. When we look back years from now on, will we be the generation that kept discussing gender equality, or will we be the generation that finally made it happen? And the choice is yours, and the time is now. Thank you for listening.